much of Russian product exports do you think can realistically be sent to China of the total exports?
I wish I knew the answer to that question. I've searched around. It's simply, there's slippery data there. I don't have an easy answer for that one because I know there's pipelines that they've built into China. There's a couple ports, Cosmino, Veneno, where VGO and gas oil, primarily VGO, comes out of. When the weather is good, it moves more quickly, but there's a lot of slippage. Russia's a giant black hole, and when you take a Russian contract, it's usually basically you sign a contract that says you could get 400,000 to 600,000 tons, and when they say that, I mean it's completely ridiculous. And I have so much admiration for some of the companies that would take on those contracts in the past. Giant black hole, and then they have internal structures or internal tax levies depending on who's got the whisper of the tax man that whether they're going to favor exporting crude or exporting VGO. Typically, they favor exporting VGO. But with regards to products into China, I think it's simply a flow system that is slowly being upgraded. The Chinese would be crazy not to upgrade it. It's in both of their interests to upgrade it, but you're talking big, infrastructure projects, and there's only so much slack that those things can suck up. So I wish I knew.
What about seaborne? Do you think the Chinese can take all the seaborne?
Oh, well, I just read that a VGO cargo went into Korea. Despite them not wanting to take Russia, and apparently there's a price for everything. So, there's a lot of stuff out of the West that goes traditionally into China, competes with Japan, that competes with South Korea for very good Russian product that comes out of their East Coast. Hey, the Koreans are taking it. I think the problem out there is like American refineries in Singapore, for example, like Chevron and Exxon. What do they take? What don't they take? The Koreans and the Japanese, I think they'll take whatever they can just to keep operating.
So you think that product will move? You don't think Russians going to take a product off the market? They're just going to send it somewhere else?
I think they'll move everything they can. I think they'll discount it. And I think a week or two ago, I heard Russians were offering, they were just clearing ullage, offering cheap barrels. I think they'll do what they have to do to keep product moving, whatever that discount is. The most estimates I see are that we will lose somewhere between 1 million and 3 million, most around 2 million per day. I don't know how they contain that.
But do you think we really lose 2 million a day, or is it just go seaborne out to China?
I don't think it all can. I think that's the problem. That I just think that we're introducing inefficiencies into a macro system that, it's like a giant ballet dance. Well, someone trips and stumbles, it takes a while to get back up. And I don't think the system, there's enough slack in the system to pick that up. I'm kind of seeing 1 to 3, I'm just going to go with kind of 1.5 to 2 that we will.
You don't think the Chinese will just send vessels to pick it up in the Black Sea and send vessels to pick it up in the Baltic? And
it's not that easy. If you're looking at the Black Sea, what really happens is you pull up an Aframax or you pull in an MR and you sit there and someone lighters to you. So again, like a ballet dance, it's a very complicated flow system that relies on a lot of third-party inspectors that help, keep track of the whole flow. It's not something that, even in the best of times, there's a lot of inefficiencies in it. When you're looking, in particular, the Black Sea with a lot of shallow harbors, it's not something that you can't just pull up an Aframax and slowly fill it up. It's not like that. So I think that's where you have a lot of inefficiencies that will be difficult to pick up or to clean up.
Got it. So you really do think a few million, 1 or 2 million barrels coming off the market?
Yes. Yeah. I just think it's the complexity of their flow system is so enormous that it will be tough for anyone. I just think it's going to slowly grind to a slower pace.
Makes sense.